What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll review the Fitness Reality Multi-Grip Dip Bar Attachments for a cage with a 2x2 tube and a 1-inch hole. I will unbox them and check out the construction. I will show their dimensions. I'll mount them up and check out their fit. I'll also try them out in the 5 configurations that they are advertised for and see how well they work. First, I'll quickly show you some other options for dip attachments. Here are a few other options that I found. New York Barbells C-1040-2B Adjustable Multi-Purpose Handles, $49.95. This is a 90-degree bar that does everything. Valor Fitness MB-A Dip Handles, $41.49 with shipping included in the price. This is a 90-degree dip bar with rubber hand grips. Ollieroo Dip Bar Attachments, $59.99. I may have butchered the name, but if you spell your name weird, people will pronounce it weird. This style is similar to the Fitness Reality Attachments, but I would like to point out that these have a 1-inch diameter handle, where the Fitness Reality has a 1.5-inch diameter handle. So, there are a few options I looked into, and you may find it helpful. Now, let's get to the Fitness Reality Dip Bar Attachments. Fitness Reality Dip Bar Attachments, currently $59.89 on Amazon. At the time I purchased them, they were not available, so I went to eBay, where they currently range from $75 to $85. I got them for a much lower price. Also, check out this great price. Great price! Rip off, don't buy that. First, let's open it up. There are not two of the same. The attachments are mirrors of each other, so there is a left hand and a right hand attachment. Looking at the construction, the tube is gusseted, so that is good. It's pretty much welded all the way around, on the tube and the gussets. However, the inside of this gusset is not welded. The pin is chamfered on the end to help it easily align into the holes in the rack, and the pin goes all the way through the plate. So the strength comes from the shear strength of the 1-inch pin, not just a butt weld. The handle is 1.5-inch OD tube, and it is not solid, it's hollow. There's a plastic cap covering the open end. Looking inside, there's no evidence of the 1-inch pin. The pin must only go through the plate and get welded on the back side, then covered up with the tube. There are some rubber pads glued to the sides of the surfaces that contact the rack. And here is the safety pin. It has a spring-loaded detent ball. You just push it through the hole. You don't have to press a button or anything to install or remove it. And it has a nice long lanyard. It weighs in at 6.5 pounds. Here's the parts list from the instruction manual, showing all the components. And here are some measurements that I took for you. The overall dimensions are measured with the tape measure, so they are close. The 2x2 opening for the rack was measured with digital calipers. There is quite a bit of clearance in the 2x2 opening. So let's mount them to the cage and see how they fit. Installing them is easy. Just slide the pin through the hole and insert the safety pin, straightforward with no issues. Here is the fit. There is quite a bit of clearance and room for movement. The tolerance could have been a little tighter, but functionally, when you load them up with body weight, they find their place and do not rattle around. They are solid. If desired, you could add some additional material, like tape, to the rubber pads to tighten it up. Now, let's try them out in the 5 configurations that they were advertised for. For reference, I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, just so you have an idea of scale when I go through these. I'll tell you right now that some are great and others are nonsense. For all configurations, I mounted them exactly as shown in the advertisement pictures. Be careful, the cover of the instruction manual shows them mounted incorrectly, with the safety pins on the outside of the cage. Later in the manual, it specifies to mount them with the safety pins on the inside of the cage, as shown in the advertisement pictures. On to the exercises. These are called dip bars, so let's first address the dip. First, let's gear up for some serious dips to really challenge the attachments. Rambo music. These feel great and work great. Everything is comfortable, and the attachments are secure. I will point out that the bars are not parallel. They are slightly angled. This is not a problem for me personally. My hands are comfortable in this position. Here are the dimensions mounted in the specific cage for reference. I'm using the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax cage. I'll make a review video in the future. Exercise 2, rows. This is also comfortable, no issues. And there are a couple different options for how to grip the handles. I did not plan on using these for rows when I purchased them. I have an Olympic bar and dumbbells, but I like that I can row without being bent over. There might be some multi-grip attachment rows in my future. Exercise 3, push-ups. Again, they work fine, no issues. I personally will not be using these for push-ups. I have better options. Of course, I have an Olympic bar for the bench pressing, hence the power rack. For bodyweight push-ups, I have these rotating push-up bars which require no setup time. I made a review video for these a few months ago. I'll put a link in the description. Exercise 4, pull-ups. For me, these are a joke. With the attachments mounted at the highest possible position, I cannot get full range of motion pull-ups. When my arms are fully extended, my knees are on the ground. That's probably why they show the guy in the up position in the advertisement picture. Also, power cages already have a pull-up rig at the top. Exercise 5. Dips on the side of the cage. For me, this was not practical, and I'll never do this. To set it up, I had to remove the 45-pound bar from the cage. Remove the J-hooks, otherwise my shoulders hit them. And then, when I'm performing the exercise, my head hit the top of the cage. That's probably why they show him at the down position in the advertisement picture. The one benefit of this configuration is that the handles are parallel. Here's a quick sketch. So, that gets us through all of it. I'll definitely be using these for dips for years to come, and maybe some rows, but that's about it. Doing dips and rows only, I can pretty much leave them mounted. I can easily bench and squat with the dip bars in place. My advice is to purchase what you want. I definitely like to hang on to my money, but for something like this, I did not want to save $20 today and dislike my dip bars for decades to come. Buy once, cry once. I waited a little longer for these, because they were hard to find at the time, and I do not regret it. I am very satisfied with this purchase. I find the 1.5 inch diameter handles very comfortable. I recommend them. So, that wraps up this video. If you have these, or if you have a different brand, share your experience in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, so you don't miss the next video. I post a new one at least once a week. Drop any comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.